You're in the kitchen.
Welcome to the Select Medical Orange County Cup PPA San Clemente men's double matchup. Wes Burrows and Jeff Warnick taking on Riley Newman and Matt Wright. If you didn't catch this match live, buckle up because you're about to see some finger wags and body bags. Now you know Riley and Matt already. They're the best doubles team on tour. But you might not know Jeff and Wes. Wes hits the ball hard, huge forehand, loves to Ernie. And Jeff Warnick is a complete character. This guy will do whatever it takes to get under your skin and gain the advantage. Another Ernie. And back at Jeff, he tags him. Riley runs over to the volunteer, gives her a big high five. Pretty awesome. The only chance these guys have is to absolutely bang the ball. They're going to have to drive hard at every opportunity they can. And they choose to go hard at Matt. Look at that. Again, going right at the body of Matt. And a third shot lob. You never see that at the professional level. And he puts his fist up, kind of as a nod to Lucy Kovalova. But they lose the first game pretty handily. So the second game comes up, and they pick up right where they left off. Ernie's and banging forehands.
By all means, go do it.
Yeah, green light all day, partner.
Jeff with a rare drop there. And he goes right after Matt.
Oh, the up let again.
And there you hear Jeff start chirping. And this is where it gets really intense.
One is next to their name on the seeds.
A big yeah from Warnick.
Fake it till it's real.
Okay. 2-point lead for Warnick and Burrows here at 4-2.
And he's just banging away. Again at Matt.
Okay. Green light, partner.
And Jeff rubs it in. And then Wes fires a forehand right down the middle for the divorce ball. Great shot. And they come back at Matt. How many balls have we seen go to Matt?
Oh,
10 more years and you're playing seniors. That's ridiculous. Just total shit talking. And I don't think the crowd knows how to react to it.
Decided to turn 50.
Bang, bang, bang. Oh, now they softened it up. Look at this. Yep. But then Matt fires it up. And he warns him, don't speed it up in me. And Warnick with the finger wag a la Lucy Kovalova coming right after Matt. It takes balls to go after Matt like that. And then Wes hits a carbon copy shot of the one he just hit, fires the ball right down the middle. Amazing. And it's such a weird dynamic. The crowd doesn't know who to root for or against. This is where Warnick, I felt like he had an opportunity to kind of connect with the crowd here, and instead he continues to badger Matt.
Great deep serve. Here comes a mammoth forehand.
Oh, they weather the storm there, slow it down, but of course they're not going to let it stay slow for long. The Ernie. And even in this contentious match, take a look at the end of this game. That ball could easily have been called out, right? Because both those players were looking right at it, but they didn't.
Either way, too, in those
To their credit, we go to a third game. If you want to watch this whole match, you can watch it on the PPA's YouTube channel. And shout out to Dave Fleming and Casey Patterson. Great job of announcing. This is probably the longest dink rally we saw the entire match. But it doesn't last long. And Don Stanley calls a foot fault. It's hard to see that in real time, so I blew it up, I lightened it up, and it does not look like there was a foot fault. So tough call at the first point of Game 3. But it's only the first point, not a huge deal. And then they go right after Matt, right off his shoulder again. And Wes and Jeff are hitting the ball so hard that I don't even think Matt wants to try to hit that ball. He's just trying to get out of the way, but it's coming at such pace that he's having a hard time getting out of the way. Nice patience here, which we don't see a lot of. And then he fires right at Matt. It gets him again. There he you okay again. And Matt confirmed in an interview after this match that Jeff and him are friends.
Up here trying to find the right combination.
Matt goes long, calls it just out, even though it was about 6 feet out. Great Ernie by Wes, and somehow Riley's able to dig it out, but Jeff puts that away easily.
To keep that on the court, you want to throw that at their feet and come in.
Just banging away. That ball's probably out. Oh, and they got it.
It's just full blows, no jabs.
And Jeff tells him, I'm coming after you. So it's 3-2 in game 3, and you have the PPA doubles champs on the ropes here.
That's what's... Okay,
so a little bit contentious there. They call it out. He challenges. Don gets it right, calls it in, which is pretty awesome because you don't see refs calling that very often when the ball is out on the baseline from where they are positioned. So good job, Don. Well done.
Okay. I'd like to go super jumbo. Oh, here we go.
Great poach by Wes, and then Jeff tries to lob, and that's going to get put away by Matt every time. They switch sides at 6 in the third game. And Jeff egging him on, telling him he doesn't want to dink.
So they find the Burrows back,
even though I'm sure Matt would prefer to dink with him. So after telling him that he doesn't want to dink, now he's telling him he doesn't want to hang up at the kitchen line. Jeff is talking smack. It's 7-5. They're making a comeback.
A little indecision.
And another bang. He lets it go. And this point feels like the turning point of the match. Jeff comes in and misses the poach. And you hear the crowd start to cheer the miss. It's almost as if Jeff has lost the crowd. He talked too much smack, and all of a sudden now they're pulling for Riley and Matt. Warnick misses another one. And now you see Matt come up to the net with all of his swagger and bravado, talking smack right back to Jeff and Wes.
And here we go,
now, match point 10-6. Drives, drives, drives. Nothing soft. Ernie and Matt finally returns it. And he throws his hands up in the air. What a match. Really intense. That's a fun match. That amount of shit-talking has got to be good for the sport. We need these rivalries. We need these characters. We need that intensity, quite honestly. Matt and Riley weathered the storm. They took everything these guys could give them, and it just goes to show that you got to be able to bang because people are going to bring it at you, and if you can't fend that off, you can't win on tour.
Undeterred the whole time, comes flying out of there with the Ernie, and Matt Wright is up to the challenge.